Well, before I get off the Young Thug conversation, you actually had a problem with Young Thug and YFN Lucci squashing their beef.
Oh, no, it's not a problem. Yo, all right, so you know how a lot of people want to talk about no integrity, no morals, right? A lot has to do with you not wanting to interview me back then was because you said, I had no morals. Well, you don't really know. Had no morals in this. Vlad, if I did something, all right, would you say a mother is equivalent to your children? Or a mom is a mom. Let's just stick to mom.
Mom is a mom. You only have one, yeah.
If somebody shot at your mother, right, would you literally be partying with them in the club? Or even saying hi to them?
I'll say this, because...
Yes or no?
No. In this particular situation, yes, I would. And this is why. Because me and YFN Lucci's manager, I've interviewed Lucci before. Yeah. Young Thug, I don't know. But Lucci, I've interviewed multiple times. And his manager, Fly, we go way back.
Okay.
Very solid dude.
Okay.
So me and him had a long conversation about this. And the reality is this. Yes, Lucci's mother got shot at and everything else like that. But when you look at the totality of this situation, this beef that has involved dozens and dozens, no, hold on, let me just finish. It's involved dozens of people. People have died. People have gone to prison. People have just had so much damage. People around them are doing life and so forth. There is so much like violence and death and so forth that if you don't squash it, it's going to continue. So at one point, these two people were grown-ups and said, listen, instead of us just keep going like this, let's actually try to de-escalate the situation. Even if it's not totally sincere, we're not gonna be friends afterwards.
You don't have to dap him up. You don't have to touch me. We squash beef, all right, cool. Being in the club, side by side this, while you gave the explanation about how many people done went to jail, put the people that's serving life behind that beef right now. Put the people that's in jail right now. While they're dapping each other up, talk about Lucci's friend that he kicked out the car and let him die, right? I could be mistaken. I don't know if he let him die. But what about the guy that Lucci kicked out the car? What about Nut? Didn't Nut die in that beef? What is Nut looking up saying right now? Or looking down? Whatever. If he's saying whatever, wherever. I don't know his pact with God. But hold on. What about those people, Vlad?
At some point, Tekashi,
at some point,
somebody has to be the adult in the room.
All right.
Somebody has to be the adult in the room, or else the children will continue to kill each other.
If I disappeared from this chair right now, and you had Nut right here, the guy who died behind that beef,
right?
Where you gonna be like, Nut, we forgot about you, nigga.
No, I'm gonna say, listen.
We had to grow up.
For the well-being of everyone who is alive.
So them niggas had to crash out.
This is why this beef got squashed.
So niggas was on fucking crash dummy sites. They were fucking sent on dummy missions because now they're in jail and dead, right? And now you want to grow up now?
Better late than never.
All right. So what about me?
Better late than never,
What about me?
Tekashi.
People turned on me, right? Why didn't I have a choice? Like they have a choice and say, let me grow up. You know what? I was being taken advantage of. The loyalty died right there. When you didn't give me the loyalty, I didn't wait till then. You were being disloyal while I was on the street when you had, so I don't have room for growth, but they do.
I think you've been given a lot of grace after you cooperated. You've had hit songs, a lot of different hit songs.
But that's on me. What if
you've had a lot of artists that have worked with you?
Watch how I get you.
You have a nice amount of success.
Watch
you live
this,
comfortably.
No, watch this, Vlad.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
But you know why? That's because of me, not because people gave me that grace. You know why? Because what if while I was in jail and I caught depression, just say, what if all that, oh, he's never gonna have a career again, he's a fucking rat, right? What if I caught depression, Vlad? What if I got released from jail and I was scared for my life? It took me. It wasn't grace. It took me to come home and said, I got something to prove to the world.
Right, but other people did work with you. Nicki Minaj worked with you right out the gate.
All right.
And gave you your biggest song ever, right?
No. Watch this, Vlad, and that's fake narrative, right?
She didn't give you your biggest song, but the two of you collaborated on what ended up being your biggest song ever, right?
Vlad,
right?
No, wrong.
No?
Let me explain.
Okay, go ahead.
I was released from prison. Nobody gave me grace. I came home with a single. I didn't come out with Nicki Minaj.
Right.
I came out with a single song, me by myself.
Correct.
I broke the records on that IG Live, not with Bad Bunny on it, not with Cristiano Ronaldo on it, not with Kim Kardashian on it. I didn't fucking come out with Bad Bunny on my live, Cristiano Ronaldo on my Instagram live, Kim Kardashian, Jeff Bezos. Who was on that live? Just me.
Correct.
Right? So nobody gave me grace. I worked for that. People actually doubted me, and I proved them wrong.
Right.
So now, whatever. So that's growing up. So now, don't tell me about growth, right? That's growth. That's resilience right there. What they're doing is some bitch ass shit because people lost their lives behind that. People are sitting in jail right now behind that, right?
People are sitting in jail over your situation as well.
Yes, but because they looked for that. If they weren't out here fucking doing like on wiretaps, right? If Mel, Shotty, Jim wasn't on wiretaps, if Harv didn't fucking get greedy, right? Let's not ignore the facts. People are sitting in jail because they deserve to sit in jail, right?
And people in the Young Thug and Lucci beef are in jail because they deserve to be in jail as well.
No, because they listened to orders from their higher up. They were told to go fucking slide. They were told to go shoot. They was told. Not lost his life behind that beef. Anyway, let the comments thing. There's no way of justifying it. Somebody's mom was shot at, and now you want to be grown, right? When there's people dead and in jail, but people don't like these facts. So
at some point, you have to grow up, though. That's the whole thing. What? So they go through this whole RICO. Everyone, Lucci ends up getting locked up for a while. Thug was locked up for a long time. They finally get out. So what? They come out and start killing each other again? Is that the alternative?
I didn't say kill each other again.
Shooting each other, beefing with each other?
No, Vlad. No, watch this, Vlad.
At some point,
no, watch this, Vlad. Watch this, Vlad. Lucci went to jail. Young Thug went to jail.
Correct.
They both came out.
Yes.
We don't gotta say what's up. We don't even gotta beef anymore. But dapping each other up after my partner lost his life? Fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that shit.
Okay.
Yo, Vlad, all right, so now let's growth, right? Growth. Shotty comes home, all these people, should I just go up there and be like, you know what? You did me wrong, you did jail, let's just put it behind. No, we have an understanding, you that way, I'll go my own way. Young Thug, Young Thug is, clip this, grab everything Vlad just said, right? Where's the growth saying, he forgave Lucci, right? Why not forgive Gunna? Where's the growth you were talking about?
Well, him and Gunna.
Him and give Gunna, me a proper answer.
I will give you a proper answer.
Why, if you have so much growth, why not forgive Gunna?
Right, the situation with him and Gunna never escalated into violence. And that's why he doesn't have to squash it with Gunna.
So it should be easier.
It's not as serious.
Nobody's mom was shot at.
There's not a reason to squash it with Gunna the way it is to squash it with Lucci.
So wait, what's easy?
I'm not going to agree with you on this, man.
No, you have to. So watch this. No, you have to because you're fighting it. You're not fighting it. You're like a person that doesn't like 6ix9ine, and I tell them all.
I don't like 6ix9ine.
No, Vlad. No, it's an example, an analogy, right? You have to agree on me because look how simple this is. It's like 1 + 1 = 2. In the YFN Lucci Young Thug beef, people died. People are going to prison, right? For a long, long time, right? And you have the growth to squash that beef, but nobody died in the you and Gunna beef. Nobody went, you didn't go to jail in that thing. Yeah, he took a plea. Where's the growth that you're talking about?
Okay. Tekashi.
Fuck out of here.
Tekashi.
Put my glasses on, man.
Tekashi, listen to me.
Put my glasses on. This is what I do.
Listen to me.
This is not what I do, though. I should have been a lawyer, right?
Okay.
I should have never been a lawyer.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm not right.
Let me ask you a question.
What would be easier?
No, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, right? Have you ever driven a Japanese car?
No.
Never in your life. You've never had a Japanese car?
No.
Have you ever had Japanese electronics? Have you ever owned anything by Sony?
Yes.
Okay, so you had Sony products.
Yes.
Okay. The reason why you have Sony products as an American is because the US and Japan squashed their beef. The US dropped a nuclear bomb on Japan, killing, I think, like 100,000 people and creating radiation where you had a whole bunch of mutated babies and everything else like that. The amount of damage that the US did to Japan was horrific. But then Japan also bombed Pearl Harbor and killed a whole bunch of US soldiers. So much death occurred back and forth between these two countries, and now we've gotten over it and we're friends. Japan is a friendly country to the US. I've toured in Japan. It's a great place. Japanese come over here. They do business. People get over death and destruction for the greater good.
So right now you're comparing Young Thug to a fucking nation like Japan.
I am. Because
What
there
the
were
fuck are
there
we-
were groups
you're-
of people. It
you're-
wasn't just between
Vlad.
between Thug and Lucci. It involved dozens of people on either side.
So
at
oh my
some
God,
point,
I love this. You just compared Young Thug to the bombings in Pearl Harbor and fucking atomic bomb, right?
Hiroshima. Yeah.
Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Gunna never even killed a fly in that beef.
Right.
So it should be way easier killing
But it's
with
not.
the growth.
But it's not necessary to squash it with Gunna because there's no violence going to occur between Gunna and Young Thug. If the beef
my
was
God.
not squashed,
Yo, Vlad, I'm not
between,
gonna lie.
listen,
You're
if the
looking
beef was not
horrible right
squashed
now.
between Lucci and Thug, it could spark again into violence in Atlanta, and then suddenly everyone's locked up again, everyone's back in jail.
So because Gunna's pussy is no reason to squash beef because nigga, you ain't doing shit. That's what you're saying.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Can we agree on that?
I mean, I agree. All these niggas pussy. Damn, that's crazy. Niggas know you not about to step, so niggas just say, I ain't squashing no beef. You ain't no stepper.
I think that's what's happening.
All right.
I think he's looking
Is it
Gunna.
right? Is it right?
I mean, it's really Thug's choice. Is it right or is it
No,
wrong? I don't know.
As,
I mean,
as
listen,
Vladimir, is it right?
I think between Gunna and Thug, I think it was more of a, man, you were my friend. I put you on. I helped build your career. And then you kind of churned on me at a time that it could have really hurt me. And my feelings are hurt, but it's not going to escalate into anyone's mom getting shot or anyone getting killed or anything else like that. I'm just not fucking with you as a friend anymore and as a coworker and a business associate anymore. But with Lucci, it wasn't that. They never worked together. It was really violent beef. And that's why I think they squashed it. Cool?
You're wrong, but cool.
Okay, that's fine. We can agree and disagree.
Yeah.